Last time, on Whiskey Ridge.
Just outside the frontier town of Lukenbach, a lone man waited for a stagecoach to the town of Whiskey Ridge. This was Caleb Ironside, a famous lawman from Dodge who even had a book named after him titled The Pale Rider. The stagecoach pulled up, driven by an eccentric bearded man named Jasper Jessup. Inside the coach is a passed-out drunk named Buck McCabe and a southern woman named Prudence Hayes, who runs the apothecary shop in Whiskey Ridge. They are soon joined by Tanner Cole, a Civil War veteran who is going to work on Jackson Boone's farm. When Prudence hears this, she warns him to steer clear of the Dawsons, as the Boones and Dawsons have been involved in a feud. Prudence mentions 4 people in town who've gone missing recently. They are the tailor Abner Benny, the Lady of the Night Muriel Seeley, the gunsmith's wife Jane Baxter, and young Jenny Jebson. As Prudence's rumors get more outrageous, she says Slade Blackburn, who runs the hardware store, is a pervert. She says people have seen glowing green animals on the outskirts of town, and the craziest rumor of all is of a group of pigmen hunting down helpless victims. After a brief shooting contest at Cold Creek, the stagecoach continues on toward Whiskey Ridge, but as Caleb and Prudence are making small talk, an arrow suddenly comes through the window and hits Caleb in the neck. He tumbles out of the stagecoach and is killed when he's run over. The screaming of Prudence awakens the slumbering Buck McCabe, and when they all look outside, they see with horror that they are being attacked by actual pigmen. A fight commences, with the pigmen firing at the stagecoach and the heroes firing back. Jasper is killed, and the leader of the pigmen hits the stagecoach with a flaming arrow, leaving the heroes in a flaming, driverless carriage. Prudence manages to regain control of the horses as Buck and Tanner pepper the pigmen with long rifle and shotgun. Buck blasts the leader of the pigmen dead just as they pull into the safety of Whiskey Ridge. Buck invites Prudence and Tanner to decompress at his bar, the Silver Dollar Saloon.
Did we park the burning buggy in the stable? Did we park the burning buggy in the stable? Did we park the burning buggy in the stable?
Ciao!
Okay, so immediately after the assault and tragedy of losing a treasured member of the community, Jasper Jessup, and the newfound lawman, Caleb Ironside, you have decided to relax, or try to relax, with a drink at Buck McCabe's bar, the Silver Dollar Saloon.
Did we park the burning buggy in the stable?
What did you say?
Did we park the burning buggy in the stable?
No, that thing is destroyed. It barely rolled into town and then basically collapsed under its own weight.
Did the horses all die as well?
No, you freed them.
Okay.
And they ran off into the night, which probably wasn't very smart.
Pigmen are going to get them.
As you're walking towards the bar, you're looking around at the town, and Prudence notices. She says, "Oh, this here's a small town of Whiskey Ridge. It's a collection of about 15 businesses and shops, all on this main street here. Down at the far end of the street, you got the 2-story steeple church. And then on the other end here, you have the north-south running railroad track, but that rarely gets any use. At the top of the street, you got an undertaker, general store, bank, the jail, the hotel, and this here Silver Dollar Saloon with a railway station at the end. On the other side of the street, you got my apothecary. Next to that, you got the barber, the town's water tower. There's a new building being built. That is the new tailor shop. You got the gunsmith, the mayor's house, and the stables. Down below the southern buildings, there's a small creek carries water down from the mountains. Of course, the name Whiskey Ridge refers to the surrounding area, too. The ranches, homestead, or cabins dotting the canyons, and the farmlands surrounding the area.
This is a nice saloon.
It is a nice saloon.
So you guys, you can't really see it on this map, but the door is to the, we'll say, southeast, and you're coming in at the bottom. It goes down a few steps to the main bar area. There are basically 4 tables with 4 seats each. There's a coal stove to heat the place. There are lanterns lighting the walls and kind of a chandelier. The bar, there's no seats at the bar currently, but you could probably stand maybe about 10 people at it. And behind the bar is someone of interest. This is Buck McCabe's wife.
Can I describe her buttocks?
Best not, son.
This is Sarah Fallingstar.
Ooh, noisy.
But before I say that, Jay, does she have a part in running this organization? I just kind of stuck her in here, but she doesn't have to.
We are partners in life and business.
Sick.
Everything that is mine is hers.
Okay. So I guess she's tending bar today while you're out gallivanting in Lukenbach.
She understands.
You guys enter the bar and you walk down, and there's a piano player just kind of rink-a-tinkling over there. He's it sounds like he's kind of practicing but not really playing anything important. There's not too many people actually in the bar right now. The piano player nods his head to you.
That there's the finest piano player in the West. Name is Cactus Hackett. We got him exclusively. Well, almost exclusively. He still plays a little bit at the hotel, but we're trying to get him over here. How you doing, Cactus?
Hey, Buck.
This is Tanner, and you know Prudence.
Howdy, Cactus.
Sean, can you describe this fellow?
Cactus Hackett is a kind of skinny, small-chinned man wearing a white shirt, a purple and yellow checkered vest. He's got a little necktie. Skinny guy, clean-shaven, and he's wearing a what do you call those types of hats? A bowler?
Yeah.
And he's playing an old-timey piano.
Playing it damn well.
How you guys doing?
Doing good.
Buck, where you been all day?
Oh, man, I had my little rendezvous out in Lukenbach. You know, that once-a-year thing I do. And,
How they doing over there?
Oh, they're good. I don't remember much of it, but crazy story. When I came to, I was in the stagecoach, and, well, we can get into that later, man. Don't worry about that now.
Sure thing, Buck.
Hey, you sound great, Cactus.
I've been, trying to rest my singing voice. Ave Maria.
Save it for the patrons. All right, we're going to mosey.
Later, Buck.
See you, buddy.
Okay, so you walk down into the bar, and there are two ladies standing at the bar, kind of. They look a little bit bored, just kind of waiting for the night to really pick up. Sean, why don't you describe this lady?
I would describe her as good from far, but far from good. So it's a woman with red hair, a skimpy red dress. She's very fair-skinned. Clearly not much support for the equipment with said dress. She wears red lipstick. She could be a woman of the night or just a bored housewife. Either way, Tanner knows what he's up to tonight.
She says, "Hey, Buck.
How you doing, Ruby?
I'm doing good. It's a slow night so far."
Yeah, not for long.
Good to hear. See, you're bringing in some friends.
This is Tanner. He's looking to pick up a cowhand job over at Boone's Farm.
Oh, he's a strapping young fellow.
Hell of a shot, too.
Howdy, man. Howdy, man. Oh, thanks, Buck. That's mighty kind of you. How you doing tonight, ma'am?
I'm excellent, but fixing to get better. Won't you join me for a drink?
Oh, sure. I'd love to. We're gonna go rest real quick over here and grab a quick drink, and I'll come back and see you.
I'm just going to show him the place, Ruby. I have no doubt he'll be back.
Got to get the lay of the land before.
The land of the lay. And Prudence is just kind of frowning. I think she's wiped off her face somewhat, but she still has Caleb's blood on her face. And she's not up to greeting people and probably wouldn't approve of the ladies. So she's going to... excuse me, fellas. I'm just going to go sit down over here. Would one of you mind getting me a drink?
Sure thing, Prudence. What would you like?
A mint julep.
You got it. Tanner looks over at Buck and he's like, "What the fuck is a mint julep?"
It's some fancy Eastern thing. I think out of Kentucky.
Weirdos.
Sarah will know how to make it. You met my wife yet?
No, not yet.
All right, this is Sarah. This is my lovely wife.
Dakate? Hello.
She is, she's Apache. In case that wasn't clear.
Makes no never mind to me.
That's good. And, Sarah, you know what a mint julep is? I mean, I know, obviously, I'm the bartender, but I'm just going to see if she knows.
I do.
You're the best. You want to make one for Prudence? And would you mind damping a rag and bringing that to her, too? She can clean her face off.
No problem, Buck.
Thank you, darling.
Sarah looks very sad today.
Buck holds her hand for a moment. Gives it a squeeze.
She nods to you and then heads back to mix up the mint julep.
Tanner looks over at Buck. He's like, "Hey, everything all right? Is your wife
Oh,
okay?"
yeah. Yeah, she'll be okay. It's a tough day
All right,
for
good.
us, but she'll be all right.
I got you. All right. Good to hear.
The next woman at the bar says, "Hey, Buck, who'd you got there? Who's this man?"
Well, Tanner, you should meet a good dear friend of mine, Rose McGill.
Howdy, ma'am.
She works here, or she works out of here, I should say.
I see.
Catch my drift?
I catch your drift.
She's a big fan of gold pieces if you got any.
I might have one or two.
She'll earn it.
Understood.
Can you describe this woman, Sean?
Wild Rose McGill. She's she got long curly brown hair. She's wearing a blue dress with some white lace and a black scarf type of thing around her neck. She's got purple lipstick. This is probably more Tanner's style rather than Ruby. But, you know, he doesn't care.
Any port in a storm.
How much does one of these ladies of the night cost?
Well, it depends what you're after.
Let's just say I've got 9 gold and I'm willing to spend it all.
I'd say 1 gold will get you a nice roll in the hay. But listen, sir.
That's perfect.
These women work out of my establishment. I am not their, I guess they call it pimp back east, but
I understand.
I'm the proprietor of this saloon. They are freelancing, and we have an agreement.
I understand they may bring people in, and those people may drink at your bar, so you got a solid arrangement here. I appreciate that.
Oh, yeah. You want to talk prices, you talk to Ruby. She's the madam of the house.
Very good.
They get room and board. I get some nice ambiance, some extracurriculars for the clientele. All works out.
How about we get some of those drinks, Buck?
Absolutely. What are you drinking?
I'm going to have 6 whiskeys and a beer.
Wow. Right off the bat.
Yeah, that's right.
Sarah, I think we're going to need a bottle.
Ooh,
and
all
a
right.
couple of beers. And I'll have a soda water. Well, I got one more night before I'm back on duty, so make that 3 beers. If that's okay, my darling.
Today only.
That's right.
There's a kind of younger kid kind of scrubbing out some tables down across the restaurant, and he's kind of cleaning up, and he's walking by.
Hey, Bart.
Hey, Buck.
Hey, Bart. How you doing, buddy?
I'm okay.
This place is looking spick and span, my man.
Thank you, Buck. I try my hardest.
Well, you're doing mighty fine. Bart, meet Tanner. He's a ranch hand. Going to
Hey,
try to get a job at Boone's Farm.
howdy, Bart.
Hey, Tanner. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, likewise, my friend.
Can you describe him?
Bart is a younger gentleman. He's got poofy brown hair. He's wearing a blue shirt. He's got a basket of looks like dishes and things that he's picked up or something that he's cleaning up. Yeah, that's Bart. He's kind of got a goofy look on his face. Confused, but maybe happy.
This is Bart Busby, the busboy.
Awesome.
Bart, how old are you now, boy?
I turned 15 in June.
God dang. You look like you're about 20.
You think I might have a turn with one of the ladies?
Phew, boy, I don't know about that, son. But
You got any coins, Bart?
talk to
You got any
Ruby.
of those gold pieces?
I've been working here for 6 months. I hope to earn my first gold piece soon.
No, don't be ridiculous.
There are worse ways that you could spend 6 months' salary.
Yeah. We ought to bring this mint jewel up over to Prudence before the ice melts.
Okay, so you guys kind of settle in. You start tossing back some drinks. So there's only a couple people in the bar. They're actually playing cards. You probably wouldn't introduce yourselves to these guys. but Buck could, let's just say that he kind of explains who they are. So
This is Josiah Sarkisian.
he runs the bank, as noted by the big block of gold bullion in his hand.
God damn.
Buck actually would know that he's in here a lot. He is not a big drinker, but he is a big gambler, and often he is on the losing side. This other guy here, this is Mason Dixon.
Oh, Jesus.
Sean, can you describe him?
He's fucking terrifying. I feel like his eyes are piercing directly into my soul. So it is a very weathered, older gentleman with a leather hat where the sides are tipped up towards the top rather than just being flat. He's got a duster on, leather duster.
Fuck yeah, he does.
He's got a,
Bandolier.
is that what it's called? A bandolier?
I think so.
Yeah.
With several long shells in it, and it runs from his right shoulder to his left hip. And he's got some collared shirt on underneath that. He looks formidable.
Quite.
Yeah, so he kind of acts the way that you would expect from seeing that. He's very quiet. He's very gruff. He doesn't really engage. He is quite often here, but he kind of minds his own business. Has some drinks, does some gambling, goes about his way. You don't really know too much about him.
Tanner is feeling very at home in the bar with the good booze, a couple of ladies. He would like to go and have a seat at that table and do some gambling with those guys.
You want to play with them?
Yeah, what do you reckon? They're worth
Yeah.
playing with?
Josiah's well-tempered, but Mr. Dixon there, he's a bit of a loose cannon.
I gotta look at that Josiah, and he just screams like he wants to give me that money.
Ooh,
I want to get that money.
he got a lot of it. He owns the bank.
He can part with some of it for me then.
The question is, does Mr. Dixon want to share any of that? Because he's fixing to take it all.
Yeah, no, I see that. I don't want to get in the way of that, but it would help my later in the evening situation if you catch my drift.
Oh, that it would, so long as you don't end up with a goddamn bullet in your head.
Jesus Christ, you're right.
I tell you what, tonight we drink. I'll make sure you have a time with who you like, Ruby or Rose? You strike me as more of a wild rose guy.
I do like that wild rose.
Yeah, there's a lot to like. Well, you'll get your time
like,
with her.
I like you too.
Settle down, Rose. We're just gonna go. We're gonna have a chat. We're gonna play little cards between ourselves. We're gonna observe tonight.
We should probably go keep Prudence company as well. She's had a rough night. We haven't really asked her how she's doing.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. Prudence isn't often in here, so let's go keep her a little bit of company.
All right.
All right. You guys go over and sit down with Prudence, and she is she's having a tough time, but she is definitely happy that you are inquiring about her, and it makes her feel a little bit more relaxed. And by the time she's done her second mint julep, she seems to have loosened up a bit. When you guys suggest a round of cards, she's like, "Do y'all know Crazy Eights?"
Sure.
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, good. So you can teach me how to play?
Oh, shit. I was bluffing. I only know poker.
Well, you're good at bluffing, so you should be good at poker.
Yeah. I was bluffing too. I don't know crazy eights.
Now, there is a way to play cards in here.
Oh,
so
hell yes. Yeah, so deal if we're playing like Texas Hold'em, deal us 2 and then 3 down open to everybody, and then we're gonna flop 2 more. You know, but each one you get to bet on.
okay. You got 2 cards apiece.
Yep.
The drop is a 4 of clubs, a 6 of clubs, and a 9 of hearts.
Okay, sorry. Okay, just real quick. The flop is the first 3 community cards. 4th Street is the first first betting card. 5th Street is the last one, and those 5 are called the river.
Buck, you sure know a lot about poker.
Well, I do own this establishment. I see a lot of it. I don't often play, so this is fun.
Do you know a lot about the prostitutes too?
Only cordially.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm a married man.
And as a church-going woman, I don't approve of that sort of thing. What do you think, Tanner?
Look, I think, let people be people, and however they want to do on their lives, that's fine with me. I would not look down upon them, but
you wouldn't do it, would you?
oh no, ma'am, I would not do that.
Buck gives Tanner a wink. Like fucking Prudence.
Fucking Prudence.
Okay, so the cards on the table are, again, the 4 of clubs, the 6 of clubs, and the 9 of hearts. I'm going to whisper to Jay. What do you got, Jay?
I got a king of hearts and a 7 of spades. So, jack shit. But I'm going to play it like it's a flush.
Nice. I'm exiting. Whispering to Sean. What do you got?
8 and a 9.
So you got a pair of 9s.
I got a pair of 9s. Yep.
Okay. I bet 1 silver.
Well, I'm in.
Yeah, I'm in too.
All right. So next card. Next card is a 6 of spades. So on the board is a pair of 6s. We'll now whisper to Jay. All right.
Yeah, I still have that king and 7.
Whisper to Sean. So you got pair of 9s, pair of 6s.
I got 2 pair. Yeah.
That's pretty good. Prudence says 1 silver.
I'm in.
I'm gonna raise that 1 more silver.
Oh boy, we got ourselves a shark here, Prudence.
Lordy, lordy. I'll do it. Let's live dangerously.
That's right, Prudence.
So it's up to 9 silver. And the 5th Street card is an 8 of hearts. 8 of hearts, ladies and gentlemen. I will now whisper to Jay.
Hey, buddy.
You got anything there?
No, I do not.
All right. Exiting. Whispering to Sean.
Yeah, I got 3 pair.
Well, you can't have 3 pair. You're only going with your top 5 cards.
Oh, then I guess I would still have 2 pair.
Yeah. You'd have...
I would just use the 6s are no longer in play for me. It's the 8 and the 9.
Yeah, that's an interesting hand, but...
I don't know how to play poker, in all fairness. I've
Prudence is going to say, I'm going to pass. Can I do that?
Yep. That's called check, Prudence.
Check. I like that.
Check.
I'm gonna raise.
Well, you would just need a bet.
Then I'm gonna bet.
All right.
2 more silver. So now we're up to how many silver are we up to?
11 silver.
11 silver.
Prudence?
Okay.
Well, I'm going to fold, guys.
You pussy.
Prudence.
I'm sorry.
That mint julep's gone to your head, woman.
I think it has. All right. That's it then, right? We would show our cards.
Yep.
I've got a 2 and a jack, and I have nothing. Well, I guess I have a pair of 6s.
Well, Prudence, that was interesting.
I don't know how to play.
What you got there, Tanner?
I had a pair of 8s and a pair of 9s.
Nice job. Tanner takes it.
Thanks, y'all.
Hi, Joel. So,
Looks like you're getting closer to your evening with Wild Rose McGill. She starts hovering over the table.
what's he
Tanner's
talking
like,
about, Tanner?
Oh, don't mind him, Prudence. He's only funning.
Yeah, I was just busting a little joke.
He's just joking.
Effectively, you just won a 1 gold piece.
Okay. That sounds good.
Nice work, Tanner.
Thank you, Buck.
Just remember, friend, tonight is the only night you're drinking for free.
I appreciate that, Buck.
I'll give you a discount, though, next time.
All right, that sounds good. Hey, Buck, you got any business ventures that might be of interest to someone like me?
Sarah there, being Apache, and me being, Apache by marriage, we do a lot of work with the tribe. Sometimes they need a little help. Maybe somebody with a good shot, the way you do. Yeah, there's a lot of people around here who don't appreciate the native folk. We don't really abide that kind of behavior.
I try to be kind to all folk.
Yep. Well, I will keep that in mind. I don't think you're looking for any kind of job like old Bart Busby has, right? You're not looking for that kind of work.
No, I've still got to report up to Boone's farm. I just, thought that, we've been having a good time here tonight, and, maybe our meeting extends beyond just this.
Oh, absolutely. You always know where to find me. Which is here.
And you turn around, and Bart is actually right behind you.
Oh, hey, Bart.
Oh, hey Tanner. Hey, were you gonna get with one of those girls tonight?
No. You see Prudence here. She's a God-fearing woman. She doesn't get down on things like that.
Oh, I'm sorry, Prudence. I should go clean.
And he wanders off.
Thank you, Bart. You're doing a good job, my friend.
So the bar is kind of picking up as the evening goes on. At one point, you hear Josiah. He's like, "God damn it!" Backs up his chair. "You're cheating, bro. I know you're cheating, bro." And you see Mason Dixon just kind of lean back in his chair, and his coat falls open, and you see a couple beautiful shiny black pistols there. And he says, "What'd you say to me?"
Buck's gonna stand up.
Josiah's like, "Buck, I swear, I don't lose this bet. I mean, I know I lose a lot, but he must be doing something."
Josiah, let's take a walk, buddy. We don't need any kind of violence happening in here. You lose a lot of poker, and you lose it honestly. Mr. Dixon here, I've never known him to cheat. Ain't that right, Mr. Dixon?
He just silently nods his head at you.
So what do you say about that cooling off period, Josiah?
All right, Buck.
Come on, I'll buy you a beer. Or a soda.
You know best. And you head out back to the bar. Tanner, give me a observation roll on
Ooh.
Mason Dixon.
This is the first roll of the night, aside from our initiatives. That is a success, a 19 on a 70.
You, having been in the military, can sense that this guy also has a military bearing.
Okay. Is that all?
Yes, for now.
Okay. Cool.
I think that over the course of some time, the burning stagecoach wreckage outside has drawn some attention, and the sheriff comes in. The sheriff's name is Lucas Hale. The Buck knows him well because he's constantly being called in to break up bar fights and stuff like that. Sean, can you describe this man?
Yeah, Lucas Hale he's definitely a younger sheriff. He is wearing a black cowboy hat with bronze inlays around kind of the top of the hat. He's got a red kerchief sitting within his brown leather duster. He's got a vest, slight mustache, narrow eyes. That's Sheriff.
Sheriff Hale, how you doing, sir?
Hey, Buck. I'm all right. Hey, I've been hearing some things about an incident that happened tonight with the stagecoach, and I saw it out there. Is Jessup in here somewhere, or?
We did kind of just like out of character. We did kind of just roll into town, kind of ignore everything, and went right to drink and didn't bother going to the sheriff to say, hey, we just got shot at. There's a couple of people that are dead. Like, we're just like, let's just go get drunk. So that might have been handled differently, but hey, it is what it is.
Sheriff, you got to pardon me. I've been in my cups, Lukenbach and all.
Today's the day.
Today's the day, sir. Anyway, I meant to come speak with you about that, but we got over here and we started playing cards, and it's that day, and but yeah, we ran into some trouble out on Cold Creek, and Jessup is dead.
Jasper?
Yeah,
That old coot.
that old crazy son of a bitch. You remember that thing he used to say about the pigmen?
Oh, yeah. He's always going on about the pigmen.
Yeah, so I always thought that was bullshit, but turns out he was right. They found us. They killed him.
You saw pigmen.
Yes, sir.
What, like, were they just pigs walking on two legs?
No. I mean, the way Jessup would have said that was what it was, but turns out they were just wearing pig faces over their faces.
So it was like a mask or something.
Exactly.
Oh,
But this ain't Halloween, sir.
right. But this is just a regular gang we're talking about. It's not something supernatural here.
Oh, no. Nothing like that. Anyway, they got him, and there was also a fella in the stagecoach. I imagine you know who he was. Caleb Ironside, you heard of him?
No? Why would I have?
Well, funny thing is, he said he was coming to Whiskey Ridge to be the law, or to help with the law. So I thought for sure you'd have known him.
And Lucas is kind of looking up at the ceiling, and he's kind of scratching his chin. And he's obviously confused, but it's almost like he has some kind of idea of what's going on. But he says, yeah, I don't know anything about that.
I wonder if Mayor McCheese knows what's going on with that man. Anyway, he took an arrow to the neck. He's dead, too. So, I think your job is pretty safe.
Jesus, this lawman's dead, too?
Yeah. So,
anybody else?
No, all told, we got 3 dead pigmen. Jasper and this Caleb fella, they're all deceased. They're probably still on Cold Creek Road.
Oh, my God. I guess better round up a couple folk and head out there.
Yeah, I mean, you might need to fight the vultures off at this point.
As you guys were talking, Tanner stepped away from Prudence, went over and talked to Wild Rose for a few minutes, and then he stepped up alongside Buck and the sheriff.
Sheriff, this is Tanner. He was in the coach as well. He and I pretty much dispatched those pigmen together. This guy's a hell of a shot, and I think he could be of some use around town if this gang is bigger than those 3, which I reckon it is.
Mr. Cole, sir, would you mind giving me a statement?
Oh, yeah, sure. Nice to meet you, Sheriff. Yeah, it was it was as Buck mentioned. We were riding in the carriage, and just out of nowhere, Caleb took an arrow to the neck, and Prudence, she can speak to this as well. She got covered up all in his blood, and he stumbled out the carriage, and he got ran over. And shortly thereafter, Jasper, well, he got shot too. The seemingly the leader shot the carriage with a flaming arrow, and that's how it got all set up ablaze. And yeah, we got some shots off on him. Buck and I, we all had some nice shots, and we took a few of them out. There might have been one that might have been alive, but yeah.
You think one of them might have got away?
I think one of them might have got away. I don't know if we saw that 4th one get dead, but there are definitely 3 of them that are dead. And unfortunately, Jasper and, well, Caleb.
Yeah, they're no longer with us.
This is unfortunate news. It's not unheard of for someone to attack the stagecoach, but usually they're more regular robbers or something. They're not trying to scare people with unnatural masks.
Yeah, it's not like we's wealthy or anything like that. I mean, we're just, I just came up here to work on the Boone's farm.
Oh, you're working over there for Jackson?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, do you heard about the little tit for tat going on in town here?
Yeah. Prudence mentioned that.
I would just, if I were you, you see the Dawson boys, you just steer clear of them. We've got trouble enough.
All right, thank you, Sheriff.
And now you agree that these people were wearing masks. It wasn't like a pig standing up on his hind legs.
No, there were no actual pig men. It was a pig mask.
All right, that's good at least. I got enough problems around here without dealing with the supernatural. That might be more in the territory of the preacher, Ezekiel. The priest is named Ezekiel Sarkisian, and his wife is Amelia, so her name is Amelia Sarkisian. And the priest's brother is Josiah, who you have seen already.
Of Gold Brick fame.
Of Gold Brick fame.
Of loser poker gold brick fame.
He's a gold bricker. Lucas says, all right, Buck, I've known you a while. I know you're a stand-up guy. You guys aren't going to get into any trouble for this, but Next time you get some kind of incident like this, I want you to come report it immediately.
Absolutely, sir. That is my fault. Just a count of the day of the year, and it won't happen again. Well, hopefully there won't be any more dead bodies associated with me, but if there are, you'll be the first to know.
Thank you. We clear on that, Tanner?
I fully support and agree with all that.
All right. And he heads out into the night. You guys go back to drinking, probably play some more games.
Should we play another hand of poker?
Do you want to?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Before this round of cards are dealt, Tanner's going to check the bourbon bottle. How much is left in it?
There's about half left.
All right. Tanner takes his glass and he pours it to the brim.
You look like you're chasing the devil away with that pour, Tanner.
Well, to be quite honest with you, Buck, this is a day that I don't really want to remember. It was a tough one.
Yep.
I don't like killing people.
Not even Pigman.
Not even Pigman.
I respect that.
All right, let's play some cards. Prudence, you ready?
I think so. The flop is a 9 of spades, a 5 of clubs, and a jack of clubs.
Yeah, all right, I'm in. Okay. He puts down a silver piece.
I mean, I'll call that.
Yep. All right, I'm going to whisper to Jay.
Is Prudence in?
Prudence is in.
So we're at 3 silver. I am holding 2 jacks.
Ooh, with a jack on the table?
Oh, yeah.
Holy crap. All right. Exiting. Talking to Sean. What do you got?
I got a 4 and a king.
Okay, so you currently have nothing.
Uh-uh.
All right, exiting. The 4th street card is a 10 of spades.
Wow, a 9-10 jack in there.
I'm going to talk to Jay. That doesn't change anything, right?
Well, I'm not feeling as comfortable with the 9-10, like somebody's got a possible straight.
That somebody might be me.
Could be.
Shawnee?
This is a bit of a tough spot because, I'm very well poised. If a queen comes up, I'm in really good shape, but otherwise I have abso-fucking-lutely nothing. So I'm going to see what happens next. I don't know yet. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Check.
I'll bet 1 silver.
I'll see that silver and raise you nothing.
Okie dokie. Tanner, you in for 1?
Yeah, I'm in.
All right, pot is at 6 silver.
5th street card is a king.
So just to clarify, the river is a 9 of spades, a 5 of clubs, a 10 of clubs, a jack of clubs, and a king of diamonds.
Correct. I'm talking to Jay.
Yeah, I'm going to keep betting aggressively. If someone's got the queen, I'm screwed, though.
Okay. Exit. Tanner's bet.
Yeah, I'm a check.
I'm feeling pretty lucky. I'm going to bet 3.
I haven't been doing great at the apothecary. I think I need to fold.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna fold too.
Okie dokie. Good game, y'all.
So would you have anything, Jay? You liar.
I don't know, man.
You gotta give it up.
You got to pay to play. But I'll tell you, I had 3 jacks.
Dang. I had 1 pair.
All right, 6 silver to me. Sean won 9 silver earlier. Let's just call that 1 gold each.
That sounds fair.
That's fine.
Is the mayor coming in?
Yes. The mayor comes in, looks around for a minute, spots you guys over there at the table, comes down.
I'm going to try to whisper to Tanner, that's the mayor.
Oh, that's the big cheese.
McCheese.
Oh, McCheese.
That was a really loud whisper. He comes up, and Sean, would you like to describe this man?
So Mayor McCheese is a middle-aged, somewhat portly fellow. He seems very jovial. He wears a brown leather vest. He has a very interesting belt with a bandolier around his waist as well. He's standing in a pose where he's holding his hat just off the top of his head. He has a large gray mustache and a bandana, and he's holding his right hand out to the right. And that is Mayor McCheese.
Mr. McCheese, Mr. Mayor, how are you, sir?
Oh, howdy, howdy, howdy. Howdy there, Buck McCabe. Howdy, Prudence Hayes. Howdy, young fella. I didn't catch your name there.
Howdy, sir. I'm Tanner Cole. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Howdy. Howdy, howdy, howdy.
How you doing today, sir?
Well, been better. I just got a visit from the sheriff.
Yes.
He told me what happened on your way into town tonight.
Terrible incident. Terrible incident. It was very unfortunate business. Hate to enter a new town like that, but we didn't have much choice, if you catch my drift.
I hear you. It's a very, very unfortunate incident. In fact, I'm here to ask you about that. There was a man in the coach, name of Caleb Ironside. Is that
Sure.
correct?
Oh, sure. Yeah, he unfortunately he was lost during the siege.
Yes, that's very, very unfortunate.
And the mayor kind of looks around to see if anybody's listening, and it actually kind of does appear that Mason Dixon is listening. So Arlo kind of shies away from him and closer to you guys, and he says,
Did Caleb happen to reveal why he was coming to town? To either of you?
No, sir. He mentioned something about law, but I don't think he described exactly what his intentions. Oh, wait, no, I think he was saying something about some people being disappeared and he was going to look for them. Is that right?
yeah, and Prudence chimes in. She's like, yeah, he said he was with the law. He was real interested in the disappearances. And Arlo's kind of like, did he say anything about what happened to him?
I don't rightly recall. I don't think so. It was a very brief encounter, Mr. Mayor, like half an hour. We all got out of the carriage at one point in time. He took a couple of shots, fell on his ass. And then we got back in the carriage, and then shortly after that is when the attack happened.
Am I to understand that the two of you dealt with these so-called pigmen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's right, sir.
I was really counting on Caleb to help.
I should explain to McCheese that I was passed out the entire time Ironside was alive.
Yes. Yeah, so
Jeez,
you never even saw him.
No.
How convenient. It's almost like you're the same person. Arlo he looks over at, he sees Mason Dixon kind of leaning back in his chair, and he kind of shies away from he crowds around the table, and he's like, listen, I've got a bit of a problem. I've been hoping Caleb was going to help me with, and now, well, with him dead, I need to turn somewhere, and you guys seem handy enough. I'm going to let you in on a little secret, and it doesn't go past this table. Are we clear on that?
Crystal.
Yes, sir.
It's true that 4 people have disappeared, but what you might and shouldn't know is that, well, 2 of them, we did find 2 of them.
Oh, so they're back.
Oh no, they were found deceased.
Oh my God. Who were they?
Who was that?
Well, Buck, I'm sorry to say that you knew one of them. I think her name was Muriel Seeley. She worked here as a
Heavens.
lady of the night.
You found her body?
Well, I didn't. Ezekiel found her body. You know, Ezekiel Sarkisian.
Oh, yeah, the preacher.
Yeah, he found her because someone had actually left her body on the altar in the church.
Oh my God. Was it clothed?
She was clothed, but it appeared that she had been strangled with apparently her own knickers.
Oh my God. I hate to think of young Mariel in that kind of predicament. And coming up dead, nonetheless.
Yeah.
The girls are going to be heartbroken.
Oh, well, that's the thing here. See, I don't want you telling anybody about this.
I'm glad you mentioned that.
I don't want to start a panic here in town.
Mayor, who's the other dead body that you found?
That was Miss Jane Baxter.
She was the gunsmith's wife, right?
How do you know that?
That Prudence is awful chatty.
She's like, what? Hey, I'm sitting right here.
Oh, sorry, Prudence. You're awful chatty, though.
I guess so, but I can keep a secret.
So Jane Baxter's dead. Oh my God.
Yeah, she was found outside of town. The issue for me is she was also strangled. She got strangled with the strap of her handbag.
Oh my God.
There was something weird about that too. You should talk to the Undertaker. Maybe he might be able to tell you something about either one of them. He had to take care of the bodies.
Sir, if I'm understanding this correctly, you want us to look into this because this Caleb character come up dead.
Yeah.
Are you deputizing us?
I don't want to go that far, but yeah, I mean, to be honest, I will let you know I had contacted Caleb to come here and replace Lucas Hale. I don't mind. Lucas Hale's a nice fella. He does his best, but frankly, he's known about these killings for a while now, and he has made no progress. I just don't think the task is a little bit too much for him. So I was bringing in a new lawman. I'm so disappointed to hear that he is dead, but I still need help. So I guess what I'm asking you guys is if you could do some investigating yourself. Maybe I don't want to replace Lucas now without another sheriff, but maybe don't tell him what you're doing. I don't know how that's going to sound to him.
Understood. I'm happy to look into it. Tanner, you like this plan?
Sir, I came out here to be just a cowhand working out for Boone's farm. I didn't look to get mixed up in all this. I've seen conflict and combat, and I was trying to avoid that.
I can understand that.
Having said that, what I saw on the road tonight on the way in here, that ain't right. You guys sound like you got some things going on. I'm going to help you fix it.
You sound like a good man there, Tanner Cole.
Thank you, Mayor McCheese. God damn it.
So, like I said, you can get in touch with the Undertaker. In fact, I seen he's in the bar tonight, but he looks a little busy. And you see this guy, whose name is Whisper Caldwell. He goes up the stairs with Ruby.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
And Prudence says,
Mayor McCheese, I really appreciate the offer, but I can't be taking time away from my apothecary. I know this investigation is very important, and I might well be the smartest person in town, but...
and the mayor looks over, he's like, oh,
Are you still here, Prudence? Yeah, that's no problem.
Yeah, we couldn't afford to lose the proprietor of the apothecary with all this going on. I mean, you got to stay put in the drugstore.
Yeah, we're going to need your services.
Like I said, my business hasn't been doing too well, so I really need to stick to that. But yeah, like you say, I'll be happy to assist you, gentlemen, and anything I can do for you, you come to me and I'll help you.
Matt, can I roll an observation to see if Mason Dixon is still listening to us and if he's gleaned any details about what we've been talking about?
Yes.
That's a failure. That is an 83 on a 70.
Okay, good. Because what I was going to say is I'm going to roll to see if he overheard.
Oh, okay. All right.
But I don't want to do that right now.
Okay.
So the mayor, he says,
like I said, you can talk to Whisper Caldwell, but probably not tonight. He looks like he's a little busy. But otherwise, the other two disappeared. I'm hoping they don't end up. We don't find them the way that we find these first two. But if you want to inquire about them, you can talk to Bart Crenshaw about Jenny. He works at the railroad. He says that he witnessed Jenny get abducted by the pigmen. But frankly, I don't believe in the pigmen myself.
Okay. That's interesting.
As far as the tailor, Abner, well, I'm not one to spread rumors, but and Prudence is like, oh, I will. Well, word around town is the barber burned down the tailor shop because he was sick of him being next to his shop. Old Hacksaw Duggan. Might want to talk to him.
And then, of course, you can talk to that pervert I told you about.
Oh, that was Slade Blackburn was that pervert, right?
Yeah, Slade Blackburn.
And he owns the hardware store.
That's correct. That's correct.
All right.
All right, so we're gonna start this investigation. We're gonna speak to Bart about Jenny. We're gonna speak to Hacksaw Duggan about Abner. I'd like to get some details from Ezekiel about Mariel's resting place. And then when Whisper Caldwell is finished up, we'll speak with him about Miss Baxter. And we'll keep it all on the down low.
Arlo says,
Oh, that's fantastic. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Thank you, boys.
Given all the things that have come to light, Tanner is going to bring you to the side and have a chat with you for a second outside of anybody else's ears.
Okay.
And he's going to be like, so, listen, Buck, I'm going to come clean with you. I am not just a cowhand. I'm not just coming to work on Boone's farm. I'm a Pinkerton, and I've been sent here to investigate these murders and disappearances that have been taking place across the West. So it's no coincidence that I'm here today.
No coincidence that you're handy with that 308 either.
That was part of my training. That was part of what I did in the war. Like I said, I don't like killing, but it's got to be done sometimes.
Yep. Well, Tanner, shall I keep that between you and I? Or you
I
and
would like
me?
that very much.
You got it. Well, I'm glad we're working on the same side of this coin.
I hear that.
Well, let's fucking get it done, man.
Ciao! Right after Tanner mentions that to Buck, he looks over at Wild Rose McGill, and he looks back at Buck, gives him a quick wink, and then walks off in her direction. They chat briefly and then walk out the door together.
Ooh,
Yeah.
fucking Tanner, man.
Prudence is like,
Well, Buck, did you see Tanner leave? I thought he was still here.
Yeah, apparently, he likes to swim in dark waters. You might have to edit that out.
sick.
Fuck no, leave that in. That was amazing.
Canceled.
I don't even know what that means.
It doesn't matter. It was great.